Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some cookies from my cookie dealer. We have the chocolate chip, the milk and cookies.
Double chocolate and strawberry toaster pastry.
These were $4.29 each at the Vitamin Shop. These are all protein cookies. They're 4-ounce cookies. Now, we did a review on 10 cookies from my cookie dealer on the channel. So if you want to see 10 cookies, we actually ordered from the company and we reviewed them.
But they were not protein cookies.
They were not protein
Yeah,
cookies, they were regular cookies. Yeah. But as far as I remember, they were protein cookies.
Not protein cookies.
Or, I mean, not protein cookies. But we got them in the mail, in a box. We reviewed the hazelnut, the peanut butter, a s'mores, an Irish whiskey, milk and cookies. One called Now It's a Party, which had Snickers, batter. One called Smirk, which had Snickers and chocolate chips and Snickers bar. We had an OG, we had a strawberry toaster pastry, and we had a Jammin' Rainbow. And these were, at that time, you know, we ordered them from the company, so they were not in packages like this. Like, in that video, if you watch it, I actually show you the box opening, what it looked like when you got them in the mail. So when I saw this, I saw the name, my cookie dealer at the Vitamin Shop, it was like, I recognized that name, and I was surprised to see them packaged in this way. So we're gonna be trying the chocolate chip first. It says made with raw protein.
That must be a brand.
The brand, raw. 21 grams of protein per cookie.
It's also 470 calories per cookie.
Yes, half the cookie is 240 calories.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, if you want that amount of protein, though, you got to eat that whole cookie, which is going to be a lot.
You're right.
Which is going to be a lot more calories than you would get in a protein drink, is what I'm thinking.
It says a serving is half a cookie.
Yeah, but look at the protein for half a cookie, though.
It's 10.
Yeah, so you're only getting half. You only get half the protein.
Yeah, it says 21 for the whole. Yeah, so to get the whole 21 grams of protein, I get what you're saying.
Just something to think about.
No, I hadn't.
Because they have those protein drinks
with
that you can
30
have 30 milligrams of protein.
30 milligrams of protein.
And you can, or 30 grams.
Or 30 grams. 30 grams.
30 grams.
Yeah.
Which you can just drink, and they're only like 200 calories.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So
something to think about. I mean, if you're doing the protein thing anyway, you're probably already looking at stuff like that.
So this says,
let me show you what it looks like.
Manufactured and distributed by my cookie dealer. They are in Nesconset, New York.
Never.
That's a new one. www.mcdprotein.com. And this is chocolate chip. It looks like a dry cookie.
It's pretty dry. I wonder how they bake stuff with sand in it like that. It doesn't literally have sand, but it feels like, if you're sensitive to that texture, which I am, it's very gritty.
I don't mind it. I really don't. The thing is
it's almost to the point of eating wet paper towel, but not quite that bad.
It is very, very, very dry.
Super dry.
They do not have any heating instructions whatsoever.
I don't know that heating would make any difference.
So it may soften it up a bit because it's very firm and dry.
I don't know if it would though. I don't know if there's enough moisture there for it to soften up.
I don't mind the flavor of it though.
The flavor's okay.
I don't necessarily taste protein.
No,
I do taste the chocolate chips.
Yep.
I don't have a problem. I could eat that.
I don't have a problem with the flavor at all. The flavor is okay. It's not very sweet, of course, but it's fine. My problem is that texture. It does have that grainy protein kind of texture to it, which you get sometimes and sometimes you don't. It's really weird.
This one only has 18 grams of protein. And this is the milk and cookies.
Well, I guess I can cut it right in the middle.
We want it right in the middle. I want some, that looks like marshmallow.
This one also feels very dry.
This is
it's like a marshmallow right in the middle.
Oh, good. This is 240 calories for half or 480 for the whole thing. Like Kevin said, you're dividing up your protein though if you don't eat it all at one time.
I think that marshmallow is like a powdery kind.
Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna eat that whole
powdery
thing.
Though, look. It's like
hard. Chalk.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Like a candy cigarette.
Or candy stick nowadays.
They'll always be candy cigarettes to me.
That cream is kind of crunchy, like a dried up frosting.
I like it. I think it's good. I think it has some sweetness to it.
That one's better.
Yeah.
Also, I get a little bit of that grittiness, but it's not as bad as that. Could be because it's got that crunchy kind of cream in the middle. Mm-hmm. That's just kind of, no, I'm getting that graininess now.
No, I really like that. The only thing is the cream. It's kind of like a Pop-Tart, where the cream is only in the middle and it's not on the edges.
It's literally like right there in a little circle.
That's my favorite part though, is with the cream because it adds some extra sweetness to it. And I really like that. So that one, I like that one more than the chocolate chip.
Oh yeah, definitely. Flavor-wise and everything is better.
Yeah, I think
still, if you're sensitive to that grittiness, then that one's a little bit better, but it's still there.
I'm going to be cleaning up the floor when we're done because
you're making a mess.
Well, but it's dry. It's dry.
They are very dry cookies.
It's dry, so every time I take a bite.
I don't know if you can stick it in the microwave with a little bit of with a little cup of water or something. Let it steam it for. No, I don't think it'd make any difference.
Because
it's not gonna steam it.
Listen.
They're pretty hard.
Knock knock. Okay.
They're even. It sounds like you're knocking on wood or something. From my head.
Okay. Double chocolate. This has 21 grams of protein.
I mean, I have a sharp knife, and I'm having to really push to get through this cookie.
Well, you know, if they're intended to be heated, I really think they're doing themselves a disservice if they don't tell you to heat them.
I don't think it'd make any difference. You know what? When we get done with this, just to satisfy, I'm gonna let Tammy take a picture.
Yeah.
And then I'll stick these in the microwave and we'll see if it makes
Thank you. I'm glad because I really want to know if it's going to make them softer. It's really dry. 230 calories for half, 460 for the whole thing. And by the way, the dates are all really good on all of these. And so it's not like we bought old ones. They're just really this dry. Double chocolate. Look, see, that's how I'm losing. What's that really dry bread? Rye?
That's all kind of, yeah.
It's like rye bread. That's how dry it is.
A lot of those fancy breads are dry.
I like the flavor.
It's a little dark for me, but there's not very much, there's no sweetness to it at all.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember those, I think they're called Snackwell's cookies? And they don't make them anymore. Yeah. They were in a green box and they stopped making them.
I vaguely remember those.
The chocolate in that, it's a dark chocolate and there's not a lot of sweetness there. It kind of reminds me of those Snackwell's cookies.
Yeah, it kind of, yeah.
Oh.
Devil's food kind of.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bitterness there, but not enough to put you off of it completely. Actually, I don't mind that.
If that one had more sweetness to it, I think I would probably like it, but as it is, I don't like it.
Okay, how much protein did that one have? That one had 21 grams because this one only has 18. This is the strawberry toaster pastry. And you know what? Maybe those, when we ordered them, were, ooh, how pretty. Maybe those were protein too, but I don't think so.
No, the other ones we tried were not.
Just protein. Regular, okay. Yeah. I just didn't remember.
No.
Okay.
They've actually taken some of their original flavors and just added the protein powder to them.
Okay, this is
this is much softer.
220 for half or 440 for the whole thing.
It looks like the strawberries just right in the middle.
Ooh. Yeah, I wish they would, when they put the flavoring in it, I wish they would get it further on the edge because I would want to just eat the center right of it and then leave the rest because I like that part so much. Okay. Yeah, it's right there.
Mm-hmm. That's shocking, the difference in texture. I don't like the flavor of it though.
I don't either. You know why?
That's awful.
You know why? Because you taste the protein.
Yeah, it's really awful.
This is the first one. I like the texture. I mean, let's face it, it's still dry.
It is, but compared to the other ones, it's like you've hit an oasis.
Yes. So yeah, really. So it still is dry if you're comparing it to other cookies, but it's not as dry as the other three that we tried. But this is the first one where they were not able to cover up. I think the combination of the strawberry with that protein, I just do not care for that.
The flavor's awful.
Yeah, so we're gonna we won't wrap it up, we won't give you our favorites or anything. We're gonna heat these up and then we'll come back and see
I just want to see if it makes any
difference.
I don't think it will, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So you want to do the same order?
Sure. So we have...
I put them on a plate.
We put them on this plate right here. And how long did you heat them up?
I did all 4 of them for 20 seconds, but they're plenty warm enough. You can feel the warmth of them. Go ahead.
I don't need that big of a piece.
Just bite into it.
Yeah.
You might soften it up a little bit.
It softened it up quite a bit.
It made them even grainier than they were. Like literally very, very gritty.
It's so much better heated out.
It did soften them quite a bit.
They're making a mistake not putting that on their package. Because if you buy these at the vitamin shop or wherever you're getting them, and you take them out to your car, well, first of all, you're going to have them all over your car because they're so dry. But they're not, they're doing themselves a disservice.
Give me some with the cream. Yeah. Again, the cookie itself did soften up a bit.
Oh yeah.
This will be the true testament, because this was like I had to saw through it.
I'm really glad you heated these up.
Yeah, just so we could tell you.
Yeah. I would not eat these straight out of the package.
Well, unless you like a dry.
Unless you're taking it to the gym. And if I was the gym owner, I wouldn't appreciate that.
Because of the crumbs.
You're probably not even allowed to have food on the floor. Yeah, because that's crumbs everywhere. This is the double. That still is very dry.
It is, but it's softer than it was.
I'm telling you, that tastes like a snack well.
I don't want to eat that.
I don't either, but we have to.
I don't want to.
Maybe it won't taste as bad heated up. Maybe it'll take some of the protein away. I still like the double chocolate. Putting it in the microwave helped, but it still is a very dry cookie. Ooh, this is really soft.
That one almost became bread-like, didn't it?
Oh God.
It tastes better.
Well, half of it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go. You go. She wants to spit it out. Go ahead and spit it out. Much better texture, but boy, it did not help the flavor. I mean, the flavor is just as bad as it was.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Like, oh, nasty.
Well, I think I can just say personally, this is my personal thing. I would much rather drink one of the protein shakes and be done with it than to eat a cookie.
If you want quick protein.
And lower calories.
Because I can drink one of those protein shakes. They're 12 ounce. Most of them are 12 ounce shakes, 30 grams. I can knock that back in.
And they taste really good and sweet.
A minute. Very good and sweet, like a melted milkshake or something.
But I guess
delicious.
if you want something to fill your stomach up a little bit too, so you're not hungry.
Right.
Then this would be.
You're absolutely right. This would fill that hole. I absolutely cannot stand the strawberry.
You may see that later on.
Yeah, that may end up in the hate pile. But I do have to say, If you like a dark chocolate, like Kevin didn't care for this that much.
It was just bitter. It was actually better heated up, the flavor was.
All of them were better heated, period. Bottom line, they're all better heated. But my favorite, I love the cookies and cream would be number 1. And the chocolate chip would be number 2. And I love that cookies and cream because that white stuff.
The cookies and cream, if it had that white stuff everywhere, it'd be really good.
I know. I wish they would spread it out more to the edges.
Yeah, the cookies and cream is probably the only one I would buy. But truthfully, for me, since I am more sensitive to that gritty texture, they all had that kind of chunky, gritty texture to
Right.
me. So I wouldn't buy any of them. I would, like I said, I would just drink the shakes.
Right.
I would drink the shakes and be hungry instead of eating these.
And be full. If you eat a whole one of these, good on you because you're going to be stuffed.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I do have to say, these were $4.29 each at Vitamin Shop. When we did the video, we did our video back in March 28th of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
They are a lot more expensive when you buy them from their shop. Of course, they're not protein cookies, but like one of the ones we bought they went from anywhere from $5.25 to $6.50.
Plus you probably had to pay shipping.
Yeah, one of those cookies was $6. Was several of them. One was $6.25. One of them was $6.50. Another one was $6.50. Most of them were over $5. So just know that when you for some reason when you get the regular ones, they're a lot more expensive than what you're going to get at the Vitamin Shop for the protein cookies.
Which is interesting because these are packaged and not
I know,
packaged and everything.
yeah.
It seems like it would cost
Unless they could have lowered their price, but I doubt very seriously.
No,
Why would you? Exactly. Yeah. So you'll have to let us know if you've ever had these, if you've had the regular ones, if you had the protein ones. What did you think of them? So I'll have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.